right, welcome to a very quick edition of Staudt on Sports Live. My name is Crystal Holloman, and I'm joined by the one and only Tim Staudt. It's a busy day in the sports department, so we're going to keep this pretty short. First, let's talk about the MSU baseball team facing Maryland tonight. What are your thoughts?
7 o'clock. It's the 8th seed versus the two-time regular season Big Ten champion in Omaha. It's one of 3 games today. Michigan's already lost to Iowa 13-3. They got mercied in the 8th inning. It's the weakest Michigan team I've seen in baseball in Ann Arbor in years because usually they're very good. They have a first-year head coach. Michigan State is 32-20. They haven't been in this tournament since 2018. It clearly would be an upset if they beat Maryland, but that's baseball, right? It's a double elimination event. Michigan plays in the losers bracket tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. And Michigan State, it depends on what they do tonight. Big Ten Network's got every game.
Yep. So you guys will have the update
Highlights,
on that later?
all that good stuff, yeah.
All right, and really quick, next
I should mention beforehand that Brent Valkenburg, the infielder, he today made first team All Big Ten.
Oh, cool.
They had, to make sure I get his name right, Fred knows this stuff better than I do. Brock Vradenberg from Pasadena, California. He's an infielder, and he's hitting .397. He's leading the Big Ten in hitting, and he's near the top, if not at the top nationally. He's our leadoff hitter tonight, so if you get him out, you go downhill from there if you're the other pitcher.
All right. Well, they'll have all the updates on that later on today on the Sports Desk. And really quick, I just want to get your take on this. One of the Red Wings players, Joe Veleno, he's playing in the International Ice Hockey Federation for Team Canada against Switzerland.
Why are they doing that against the Stanley Cup playoffs? That makes no sense to me.
None. Especially with the way the Stanley Cup players have been.
The hockey world is watching the Stanley Cup playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, and the 4 teams left are teams that have not won, if ever, in a long time.
Now I watch all of that. I mean, Carolina's frustrated.
They're so frustrated.
They can't score. Now they're down 3-0, and tonight Vegas has got to play in Dallas. Vegas leads 2-0, but I think Dallas is really good at home. I know that's not what you mentioned, but I think they go into the Worlds.
No, and I was just talking to somebody about how much I want Carolina and Dallas because I want Joe Pavelski and Brent Burns to play each other for the Stanley Cup. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch 2 former Sharks play each other.
Until they're not. I mean, I think Carolina's in trouble.
They are.
I don't think they're done, but I think they're in trouble. When you're down 3-0, you're in trouble.
Well, take a look at this. This is Joe Veleno, number 90 in the red and black. This is what happened the other day against the Switzerland players. You see that stomp right there on the Swiss player's leg? I'll play it one more time for you guys.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not good sportsmanship.
It is not fair. It is poor sportsmanship. And because of that, he has been suspended 5 games, which will include the final round-robin matchup against Norway, plus the rest of the tournament should Canada advance. Not a great look for the young Red Wings player.
If you do that, the NHL, you get the money is involved with that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. I've seen some cheap shots in hockey. That's not one I've seen because the injury factor is so high.
Mm-hmm. Especially in international. You don't see a lot of that in international and European play. They're much more skilled rather than brute force like that.
Guy didn't take it well either.
He did not. I've been stepped on by a hockey player in skates on my leg, and it is not fun.
I can imagine.
It is extremely painful. So he will be suspended for quite a long time, 5 games, which will include the rest of the tournament for Team Canada. You already kind of mentioned a little bit about...
That could start an international incident between the 2 countries.
It could, but those 2 countries are Canada and Switzerland, which are notoriously not fighting countries.
All right. Well, you know more than Fred and I are clueless. So.
All right. Well, what's coming up on the Sports Desk tonight other than MSU baseball?
Well, the Lansing Community College women's softball team is about to get beaten. Its first game in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Last I checked, Steve Kuhn's sending video, and he's there. He's sending back. They're going to get beat. They were down 5-0 late, playing some team from Mississippi. It's double elimination, so they'll play tomorrow. And then the men on LCC are the 2 seed in the National Junior College Tournament of 10 teams in Enid, Oklahoma. 2nd straight year for them. They play at 2 p.m. Sunday. So the women may be done by the time the men play their first game. And there's that. The Diamond Classic resumes tonight. There's 2 games there. Softball Classic has 2 games tonight. Our guys are all out shooting all that stuff. So, it's this time of the year locally where you get to the tournaments near the end of May before the Memorial Day weekend. So we have that, and that's pretty much, unless something broadens it. It's 4:15. We got 2 hours yet. In sports around here, things change, but we'll see.
Right.
And then he's got it tonight, all the highlights. Tigers are at Kansas City again tonight, tomorrow night. Won 8-5 last night in 10 innings. So they have a losing record, and they're 2.5 games out of first place behind Minnesota in the Central Division. My playoff tickets are already ordered. If you want to buy some from me, I'll make you a deal. And then if you want some World Series tickets from me, let me know.
I just might.
Looks like you don't have to win in that division to get into the playoffs.
I might trade you some Lions season tickets for it. They're probably about the same price.
I don't know. And then the Tigers come home to play the White Sox. I mean, the local high school teams are better. The Big Ten teams are better. I mean, that Central Division, watching Kansas City play last night, I said, how can those guys be given major league salaries again this year? I don't. That city's got those Super Bowl champions more than 1 year, and right next door is the stadium with the Royals, and royally they are a minor league franchise. I'm amazed that anybody there can kind of hook onto baseball in that town, given what the Super Bowl football team is.
And they love their Royals. Like, I've seen
Well,
them.
the few that are there, yes. Yeah. But if you're going because they're going to contend for some championship, that's across the street with the Chiefs,
There you
not
go.
the Royals.
All right, well, that is what's coming up. They'll have more on the Sports Desk later on tonight, starting with 6 p.m. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, there you go.